So ceremony got put off a couple of days. We had some sorry business, which is an Aboriginal term for a funeral. Aboriginal culture, you don't call it a funeral, you don't go, you grieve, you simply go, you have sorry business, you connect with the family, you shake hands, and a lot of the time you don't mention the person's name for a period of up to 12 months. They just believe the spirit hangs around for that period of time, and the more you talk about them, the more their spirit is not able to move on. I wanted to just talk about one brief thing, give some people maybe some insight. You'll hear two concepts talked about concerning Mbrani or Australian Aboriginals. You'll hear Dreamtime and Songlines. And back in the 70s, when a whole bunch of white folk, anthropologists were doing this stuff, they all sort of mungled it together and it became this witchery, mystical, dragon, serpenty thing that didn't make any real sense. And, there was a little bit of pat on the head, condescendingly they're little black people. They're two very distinct concepts. So let's talk about Dreamtime. Dreamtimes are the stories of creation. Dreamtimes are the stories about how we got here, how the country was made, how the world was made, why the frog, croaks before a storm but not afterwards, all those sorts of things. So there's how the Willy Wagtail got its Willy Wagtail name and all that. So it's all those sorts of things. They're your Dreamtime stories. They're the stories the mothers would tell the children, the fathers would tell the children, the grandfathers would around the fire, because that would be in reinforcing culture and giving them an explanation of how they connect to the land of their ancestors. Now the second thing is songlines, and songlines are very strategic. And you'll hear them using very similar terms to some Dreamtime stories. For example, the flying flocks came from Alice Springs and it stopped at a place called Nikaninu, and Nikaninu is a lizard, and it stopped at the place of the lizard. We'll just call it that, make it simple for you. Stopped at the place of the lizard, but then the flying fox picked up the lizard and went forward, and it shape-shifted in and then came down and seduced 3 women and then moved on and went up to another place. Okay, so what that's actually doing is the lines that come from Alice Springs come up and they stop at a certain rock in the middle of Tennant Creek called Nikaninu, and a certain rock. And then from that rock, it continues north up to the place called the Three Sisters, which is 3 large hills. Not large hills, but 3 hills. They're 3. So Aboriginal law, anything that looks like a set of breasts is women's business. Anything that looks phallic is men's business. It's not that complicated. So then goes to this place. So, but what that means is there's a song line from the place of the lizard to the place of the breast. So the 3 sisters. So that song line actually denotes a family's boundary. They own that song line. That song line belongs to their family. It's like GPS coordinates. Now on the western side, there's a place where the dog and the busted bird, the bush turkey, walk together. And then they walk from this place, this soakage, up to another place. And when they get to that place, the dog turns west and the busted bird flies on and ends up in the Tiwi Islands. So that particular song line, that denotes the boundaries of another family's property. So this is how they could cross Australia on these song lines, because every 3 days there was water and food, because the song lines would lead you to a soakage, which is a water place, or a place where there was food that had been cultivated, or they knew there was kangaroo, they knew there were emu, wallabies about, etc. So you could cross all of Australia following the different song lines, because you're actually going to custodians' places, and the custodians were looking after country where they knew what the fauna and flora were like, and they knew they could get bush tucker of different forms. So it's a very intricate. It's been developed over 70,000 years, and it's absolutely bloody fascinating. And to call these people primitive, where they had a system that still to this day is as accurate as GPS, and they crossed the country. They could navigate the country the size of North America, the continent of North America, the continent of this, what the Europeans call Australia. They could navigate this country, go from place to place, no starvation, no dying of thirst. That's why when Burke and Wills and those guys came through, these black fellas just stood around looking at them going, why are they not going over there? Another couple of 100 feet where there's water. Why are they sitting at this tree just dying? That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Because they knew where everything was. So it's absolutely fascinating. So that's the differences between the creation stories or the Dreamtime, where there's spiritual aspects of thing, their mythology that's tied, and the songlines, which are very practical, how to survive walking the length and the breadth of this continent.